Hi there, welcome to my travel vlog. Follow me from Gatwick Airport to Orlando International with British Airways to Universal. So we set off around 8 AM, but here's a little get ready with me. So I did my hair and then this is my airport outfit. We have some cute leggings, a top and a hoodie because it does get cold up in the air. So my shoes are my trusty On Clouds and these are perfect just for airport travel and just walking around. And this is me just sharing with you that I have no makeup on except from I think a clear mascara and brow gel, and I have a huge spot which is really annoying. Anyway, let's get ready to go to Orlando. The drive was fine, but the M25 shortly after this, and we were really lucky to have missed that. And then we got through bag drop and security quicker than we thought. So basically we thought we were really late because we were basically. And we didn't have a lot of time before then to do cute pictures as we were late initially. So yeah. I don't know what it is about duty free, but for me it wasn't entertaining. I guess that Legos are pretty entertaining, so we went in the Lego store and here's some of what we found. So we were just waiting for a while and then we wanted to go and grab some food, so we had a look at the options and funnily enough went for a cheeky Nando's and it was amazing, really nice. We made our way over to the gate as soon as it was called. And then as the plane takes off, I just want to preface that these vlogs are a different style, so they're not for everyone, so I won't be kind of vlogging everything. And if it's not for you, that's absolutely fine. There's loads of creators that do really cool vlogs where it's just them all the time. But yeah, if you want to see the BA flight and the Universal Hotel at the end, please stay and watch the video because I go through the meals, I go through the offerings, I go through how our seats were because we've never flown with BA to Orlando before, we've always flown with Virgin. And then we have stayed on site at Universal, the Hard Rock Hotel, but we've never stayed at a value resort, so stay if you want to see those bits. But yeah, just a little disclaimer, I won't be vlogging everything, just a few bits really, because I've never done that before, so yeah. The entertainment selection was pretty good. So we had a lot of new releases, kind of new-ish, and some really good classics that you couldn't find anywhere else. I'm just scrolling through them, but we ended up with How to Train Your Dragon as the first movie, so we both watched it at the same time, and then I watched Despicable Me on my own. And then we just chatted for a while since we were really excited for the trip, and did a few games. Yeah, I must say that the food was better than Virgin from what I remember. So here's a quinoa salad, that was a no from me. Crackers and cheese, butter, Millionaire's shortbread mousse, I believe, the roast chicken and the bread roll. Here's what it looked like. So it was really delicious. Potatoes hit for me and I really like the dessert. I took a trip to each bathroom just to show you what it looks like, and obviously, you know, I chose the aisle seat for a reason, just because like if I have to go, you know, I can go. But yeah, we were right at the back of the plane, so this meant that we could get there really easily, and I'll share more on this later on about our seats. But yeah, the flight wasn't that bad at all, to be honest, but I think like the more you go, the easier it is for us at least. So there's this bit within the entertainment section that might be great for first timers, which basically just shows you a bit about parks and cluing up basically on them. So if you need that info, or you maybe have a family member that maybe wants to know a bit more about the parks, and you know how things are, just kind of like leave it until the last minute sometimes, you can just show them or show yourself and just clue up a bit on it before you go. I wore this eye mask and wow, it just took away all of the light, so I slept like a little baby for maybe about 45 minutes to an hour, which I think is really good for me. So we were sat in economy, just plain economy, and yeah, we had ample leg room. Well, I did anyway. My partner struggles a little bit, but it was okay for him because we did recline every possibility that we could. But we're not horrible people. There was nobody behind us, as you can see. It would be better if we could sit at the front. PA, let us know, call us. Here is the second bathroom. It's a bit smaller and it has a baby changing part to it. We got given a vegetable lattice pastry as requested since we didn't want the chicken one. I don't know what it was. I just had a weird feeling about it. So we got the vegetable one, both of us. And you know what? It wasn't as bad as everyone says. I think everyone kind of gives it a bad name, but again, like, it is a weird, you know, it's a pastry. I'd rather have a vegetable pastry over a vegetable ice lolly. So as we approached Florida, we were so excited, so just had a bit of a chat. So just to preface what our trip was, it was quite a short trip, 7 nights, staying at the Dockside Inn and Suites on site at Universal Orlando. We did 2 days at Disney, so we had the tickets for 2 days, which were on the Wednesday and the Friday, which I'll talk to you a bit more about later. We also had a epic day, so that was really fun, and that was something that we did just kind of like the week before, and we also did something really cool on our first day. So if you want to know what that was, stay tuned. I'll post a new video very soon about that. But yeah, when we landed, we had to wait for 30 minutes, which wasn't ideal since we wanted to just get over there, check in and rest. But yeah, we started kind of waiting around, and then in terms of Terminal C is amazing for departures, which will be in another video. Terminal C is my enemy for arrivals, just to let you know. The reason why is because who does bags first and passport control after? Like, coming back to the UK, it was so nice to just do passport control first, get that out of the way, and then grab your bags. If you have bags, it takes a while for them to come through, whereas we were just waiting for ages for our bags. But anyway, that took ages, and then we got an Uber to the hotel. So here is the hotel, and we loved the hotel lobby so much. And when we checked in, we actually got upgraded. So we got upgraded from a room with no view to a 1-bedroom suite with a pool view. And here is where I'll leave you to look at this. I was really tempted to grab a pizza. I hope you enjoyed the room tour. I don't have much to add except from what you can see. If anyone needs the description, let me know. And look what we have. We have a partial volcano bay room. So that's actually where we're going tomorrow. And we were in room 1952 on the 9th floor for reference. So if you want a room similar, that's kind of where we were. So 1952 on the 9th floor. So the next day we got our tickets. We explored the hotel a little. I love visiting places to eat, like Dockside Pier 8 Market. That was really cool. I love the walkways as well that Universal provides. Always just superior to Disney. They had a great selection and I have no complaints for Dockside Pier 8 Market. Really enjoyed it. If you think about kind of food selection in other parks or hotels. Here's a little tour of the shop. So inside of the hotel there's also a shop. It's also quite a convenient shop as well. So they had some park merch, they had some hotel merch, which I thought was actually really nice. I didn't buy anything, but the hotel specific merch sometimes lacks. But I thought this was like very on theme with the fact that it's the Endless Summer Resort. And then here is the medical and practical kind of walls. So yeah, there's some goodies just in case you forget to pack them or buy them, because sometimes we do orders, which is what we did. They had a Starbucks, which is really good to have in any hotel really, and we did get drinks there twice from that particular Starbucks. So we really enjoyed staying at Dockside Inn and Suites. Basically 8 days, so this was the first one, so we've got 7 more days left, I think. We stayed there for 7 nights, so next day we're doing Volcano Bay. A very cool announcement, we get to go to a very nice restaurant. Follow for more. Thank you so much for watching.